What's up guys, Taklash here, and today we're going to talk about Huawei because the siege on Huawei may be easing off a bit. At least as far as the mobile division is concerned, the Financial Times report that the company will be able to supply chips to Huawei if they are not for the 5G usage. So that means that any component that is a non-5G component can be supplied to Huawei, and that means their mobile business might just not be affected after all. So basically we already know that US had placed Huawei in a special entity list which essentially barred all the companies to do business with Huawei, and this was seriously affecting their sales because this stopped Google from supplying Huawei the software. This also stopped companies like Qualcomm and MediaTek to supply chips to Huawei, but now the things are easing off a bit. More specifically, the components that won't be used in companies' 5G networking equipment, which are basically the towers that Huawei is selling to different countries. It has been indicated that the chips from mobile devices are not a problem, and this has been said by an executive from an Asian semiconductor company. Now, the person has not been named yet, but there are very less number of Asian semiconductor companies out there. Also, another interesting development is that Samsung Displays, Sony, and OmniVision have already gotten a green light to supply image sensors to Huawei. Basically, Huawei uses sensors from Samsung, Sony, and OmniVision in their camera setups for their cell phones, and these companies are now been able to provide those sensors to Huawei. Also, it is also interesting to note that there might just be a new option available for Huawei to buy chips from Qualcomm and MediaTek. However, they still haven't received any licenses, and that means we cannot be sure that whether they would be able to buy them or not. Also, the TSMC, which basically provides Huawei the technology to develop their own chipsets, have also been in doubts that whether they will be able to supply that whole procedure to Huawei or not. But now it has been believed that they might also get this license, essentially allowing Huawei to continue their whole mobile division. But it will be very interesting to see how Huawei deals with all this scenario, and whether they will be going back to all the components from US based companies, or whether they will be trying to develop their own software and their own components, because we have already seen that the decisions from US are changing on a regular day basis, which means Huawei cannot really depend on them. Also, another interesting thing that we see here is developing that Xiaomi suddenly became the number 3rd brand when it comes to cell phones, which is also a big indication that there might just be some sanctions going on Xiaomi as well, because Xiaomi is also another Chinese company, and it's also a company that is gaining a lot of traction all across the world. Now, I want to know what are your thoughts and opinion regarding the whole Huawei ban situation, whether you think it's fair or not. Do let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll catch you in the next one. Till then, take care, goodbye.